Hey viewers, this is week 9 of the Pagan Perspective, and our topic this week is the sun, because we were supposed to do Ask Us Anything answers, but no one asked us any questions. However, everyone did chime in and say that they wanted to hear about the sun, so thank you so much for suggesting, and tons of you asked for it, and this is great, so we know this is awesome. Okay, so we're talking about the sun. This is probably going to be a fairly short video because I don't have as much in-depth, really, opinions on the sun as I did about the moon. I don't have a lot of sun symbolism that I wear regularly, like I said I do with the moon. At home I have a sun catcher that's in the shape of a sun, and it's like one of those big hanging things that has like glass balls of different colors, like strung together, and then it's got a big sun at the end, and the little thing here, the stained glass thing that I use here as my altar, which I showed in my Mabon video, has a sun on it. But other than that, I am a Leo, and Leos are ruled by the sun, and I do believe in my zodiac sign as meaning something about me because it happens to fit. Like, if it didn't, I would just be like, that's a bunch of bullpucky, but since it actually does fit my personality, I take a lot of stock in the fact that I'm a Leo. And so Leos are ruled by the sun, and I think of the sun as being a masculine energy. And the way I describe it, you get characteristics of male and female when I describe anything, because I do believe that everything is in balance, but I tend to associate the sun more with male energy and the moon more with female energy, just because that seems to be what Wiccans tend to do, and that's just how I ended up believing in it. And like I said, I explained all of my associations with the moon and feminine energy before, and really the only, the associations that I put with the sun is just that it's warm and it's authoritative and powerful. And, you know, we need the sun to survive, because if we didn't have the sun, you know, nothing would grow, we wouldn't be healthy. I mean, I'm really pale as it is, but, you know, you have to have the sun's energy. At the same time that we need it to grow and thrive, it is also capable of being very dangerous and destructive. If there's too much of the sun without rain, for example, things dry out and die, and, you know, we can't look directly at the sun and things like that. And also, maybe, I mean, I associate some of those things with female energy too, being warm and authoritative. Obviously, I think females can be all of that same thing, but for the most part, I think of the sun as being male. And now that I've done a little bit of research, like, I see that, I guess also when I was Christian and when I was Catholic and I was being raised that way, it never seemed to me that the sun was the symbol of our God. But now that I've done research, I've discovered that in Christianity, the sun is the house of the Archangel Michael and is a symbol of Christ, or at least Christ-like attitudes. And it never seemed like that when that was what I was learning. But it makes sense to me, and so maybe that also has something to do with why I view the sun as male. Maybe it doesn't. So Christianity tends to view the sun as male, as do Wiccans, I guess. You know, because we're neo-pagan, so we don't really follow exactly what all the other pagans are doing, I guess. Egyptian pantheon also associates the sun with male energy, because the sun is associated with Horus, Ra, and Osiris, and those three gods represent the three phases of the sun: the rising sun, the setting sun, and the sun's zenith. And I did not know that before, and that was really cool, because it's like the Wiccans' goddess with the moon phases. The Egyptians used the sun and their gods to describe the phases of the setting sun throughout the day, and that is really cool. But yeah, like I said, I've found out that Celtic perspectives in general tend to believe that the sun is feminine and the moon is masculine. And I didn't know if that was just like something that a couple of them believed, and also African, Japanese, Germanic and Native American tribes tend to associate the sun with the female and the moon with the male. It's really hard for me to even say that. That's how ingrained it is in my head the opposite way. And, you know, so I associate animals with the sun, mostly lions and dragons, I guess, if you count dragons. The phoenix, obviously, with the sun. I'm not even talking about animals anymore. I'm talking about creatures. But, so there's a lot of things I associate with the sun that could also be female. But for me, it's mostly masculine. And I don't really know what else to say about the sun. I really like the sun. Yeah. I think that's all I have to say about the sun right now. Yeah, I wish Rob the best of luck, though he's not with us anymore on the channel. And so we're looking to maybe switch around our days and fill in the rest of the slots, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's it for now. I'm done talking at you guys, and I have to go to work. So I will see you all later. Thank you very much for watching my sun video. Blessed be.